What's up, guys? Welcome to At Home Fitness with Coach A. I am Coach A, and this is the YouTube channel that aims to bring you guys in gym quality coaching and workouts for your at-home or garage gym needs. Now, calling a little bit of an audible today for day number 261 of our At Home Fitness programming series. It is Tuesday, December 1st, which means here in Cleveland, Ohio, winter has started and the snow is falling. That audible is going to be taking a workout that required a little bit of weight, probably some space, something you guys might need to go to your gyms, do a little open gym work for, or probably even get out to your garage gyms where you have your equipment. And we're going to save that for tomorrow. We're going to change it up today, do something a little bit more body weight oriented, that if you guys need to stay in the house, you could still get it done and still get your sweat on, still get those calories burned, and still make it happen. So here's what we're looking at for today, guys. On the first piece, it's going to be similar to yesterday, meaning we're going to do a workout and we're going to do an accessory afterwards. The workout is going to be a 20-minute AMRAP. Now, bear with me for a second. We have a series here that this needs to be completed in. So 20 mountain climbers. That's going to be 10 each knee, 10 down and up push-ups. Stick around. That's down to the forearm, back to the hands, 5 burpees. And then after those burpees are over, so on the top of that last burpee, you're going to do 5 jumping jacks. Second round, you're going to do 10 jumping jacks. Third round, you're going to do 15 jumping jacks. So the only thing that's going to change each round is the ascending amount of jumping jacks you're going to do before a 30-second rest going back into the next round. So we're counting completed plus partial rounds in our 20-minute AMRAP here. All right. Keep in mind, when you guys are scaling or modifying this, one of the things you can always adjust is the time spent on the rest. If you need to increase that, feel free to increase it so you guys can maintain your intensity as you go through the work parts. Now, for the second piece today, we had core work done on our accessory yesterday. Today is going to be a little bit more posterior chain. So we're going to go 5 to 10 single leg glute bridges each side, followed by a 30-second Superman hold. As always, stick around. I will walk through the demonstrations as well as some modifications. All right, for today's burner, we're looking at a 20-minute AMRAP here, trying to get through as many of these completed round cycles as possible. First movement is going to be that mountain climber for 20. That's 10 right, 10 left. Alternating sides, trying to get that elbow and knee to touch as much as possible while still keeping that back nice and flat. Then we're going to roll, guys, into the 10 up-down push-ups. So hand to elbow, hand to elbow. I'm going to do 5 right or leading with the right, and then 5 leading with the left. Big thing is the hips and shoulders are trying to move on that same plane all the way through, no matter where we're at. The butt's not staying up in the air. After this, I'm going to drop right down into those 5 burpees, and then on the finish of that 5th burpee, hit our jumping jacks. Remember, 5, 10, 15, ascending each round. All right, guys, as we said, today's accessory work is going to be a little back side of the chain as opposed to the core that was yesterday. We're starting with single leg glute bridges. Here's the right side. 5 to 10 is what we're looking for. Control through that extension. If you guys want to mix the legs and hips up a little bit, we can take that opposite leg, extend it on the ground, and bring the knee up. That's going to isolate that glute even a little bit more than normal. Now, when we flip over here for the Superman hold, I'm looking for extension and tension. So squeezing the glutes, squeezing the hammies. Back is an engagement, shoulder blades pinch back and down. Lats are helping us fly a little bit there. I'm not necessarily trying to crank myself off the floor as much as possible, just hold that tension. Stay tuned for movement modifications. All right, guys, let's go through the modifications for today's stuff real quick. There's only going to be a couple we're looking at. The first one's going to be that down and up push-up. If you guys aren't capable of going to the forearm and then coming back to the hand, I want you to keep it here. Just go through your shoulder taps. As always, if you guys need to, you can straighten the hips out and do those shoulder taps from a knee position. Now, jumping jacks, we should be good. Mountain climbers, we should be good. Even if those knees aren't getting all the way up to the elbows or the chest, that's fine. Burpees, if we need to cut the push-up range of motion out of it because we're not strong enough to work through it with the back, staying out of the equation, good there. Take the push-up position out, down, back up, hop, clap. For the accessory stuff, if you guys aren't capable of doing that single leg glute bridge, then we're just gonna keep both feet down and we're gonna squeeze those glutes up for one. Now, this is the one I wanna really go over. If you're not able to do the Superman position, there's a bunch of different scales here. When I say by not able to do it, if you're not physically able to do it, if you're not able to keep your lower back out of it, I mean, it's gonna have to work a little bit. The extensors are part of this, but if we're not getting smoked, that's a good thing. We don't want there to be a lot of tension in the lower back. We don't want you guys to be like keeling over and trying to stretch it out when you're done with those 30 seconds. So here's the steps I want you to go through. In that Superman position, some of the things that'll make this lighter is not extending the arms overhead. Maybe having them at the side, having them down towards the butt and hips, or honestly just leaving them on the ground. One of the other things you guys can do is not do both the upper body and the lower body. If the lower back's the issue, we're gonna take the upper body out of the equation. So I'm gonna lay my head and chest down, put my arms on the ground. I'm gonna squeeze my glute and hamstrings and just pull the legs up in the air. All right, so all kinds of little ways you guys can modify this to make it something that's a little bit more accessible.